very well that it was not going to be an easy one. But we were positive that we might get positive results. And we managed to execute the plan. Now we are back home. We have that one goal cushion, but hoping we can manage to, not to concede and maybe get another goal, kill off the game. That's what we going to be trying to do tomorrow.
Yes, from the player perspective, the mood is good in the team. Especially what we've pulled off in Morocco, together with the technical staff. The way we planned is the way we executed in terms of what we wanted to achieve. And we did achieve the result. So it's also good for the team. As I've seen it, everyone is in a good mental state in terms of happy. We all want to play happy. And throughout the preparations that we've been throughout for the week, together with the coaches, we've got another plan, and it's just for us now to make sure that we execute the plan on the day, which is tomorrow.
Coach, just I heard Bernard saying you've got another plan, and obviously you looked at the possession stats that have been much talked about in Casablanca, 20% to Chiefs and 80% to Wydad. Of course, you were the rank underdogs, and it was a reflection of that. And I think you got the right game plan. At home, how much do you have to change that approach? I know you still have to be compact. Wydad need goals, so you can't have an open game. But I think you do put a bit of pressure on them attacking-wise, possibly a bit more than you did in Casablanca. Getting that balance right is probably the biggest thing that's going to be the biggest factor that will either get Chiefs through or not. Can you just take us through how you're looking at getting that balance right? I know you can't give away too much, of course. Thanks, Coach.
Yeah, look, as things, stand at the moment, they are the one who are chasing, they definitely want to score. And obviously, they'll be open at the back. And it happened even when we played against them in the first leg. So, for an example, if we don't attack for goals, so we managed to score because, we waited for a moment. And we had about 3 or 4 managed to convert, one of the opportunities on the day. And hope time, because we are playing at home, we'll manage to get another 1 or 2 and make sure that we don't concede, which is the most important thing.
Coach, how much of a lesson are you going to take out of that match against Simba? They came here, they played very well, but the second leg, what happened. How much of that or guard against complacency? How are you going to make sure that the team guards against complacency?
The approach was always not going to be the same for the fact that we were playing away and we had 4 goals, to protect. And coming to this one, we don't have, too many goals. We only have 1 goal. So the chances are if they get 1, we're on level. So that is why this time we want to have to make sure that we don't concede. But at the same time, to think about. Like I said, if we're not going to attack, then we're not going to score. So we will try and defend well and attack well. And I mean to say attack at the right time.
Bernard, can I ask you, are you players as astonished as the rest of us with how well you've done in the Champions League in contrast to what's been, quite frankly, a fairly miserable domestic season? Are you as surprised as we are that you guys have got this far in the competition?
We're not surprised at all. Reason why is that we know ourselves in terms of the quality we have and the strength that we have. Games were different. It's also 2 different leagues, So I wouldn't say that they'd be surprised. I think it was more of more of a mental issue, you know. And domestically, things didn't go well. It's very hard, very tough to dig yourself out of the ground, you know. And also when we're doing well on the continent, when you're doing well, it's also very so motivational also to keep it that way. So and we're much aware of each and every player here, as much as the technical team, Coach Arthur and them. We know our strengths and we know what we're capable of, and we've been showing it. So we've got a very, very good competitive squad with the experience, and yeah, we've got a good show.
Yeah, Coach, how much of, I mean, I always talk about this thing about going back to do. And the conditions are almost like similar to the number of playing personnel. You use 13 players. How much of is it an inspiration to tell the guys that, you know, it's possible? Now we are in the 1 foot in the final.
Yeah, look, when you look back, you know, in 2001, we obviously know that, you know, we only had 13 players, you know, and we're still waiting for the results. So we might find ourselves in the same situation. You never know. But we have no fear. Whatever that's going to happen, we're positive, you know, about getting positive results. And yeah, we always, you know, believe that everything that happens for a reason. So we really don't have any, you know, any doubts that we'll definitely, you know, go through to the finals.
Yeah, hi, Coach. I'm David from Wydad Times. You know, it's going to be your 4th game in charge. You've won the first 3. Stuart Baxter seemingly still waiting for his work permit. Can you maybe just elaborate a little bit how much Coach Stuart was involved in preparing the team for the game tomorrow? Thank you.
Thanks for the question. Coach Stuart has been part and parcel of the team, like any other member of the technical staff. You know, we share ideas, you know, 10 heads are better than 1. So everyone is pulling his weight. Everyone is trying to help the team for a good cause, because we know how important it is for us, you know, to go to the final and also try and win it for the country, you know, ourselves and for the team, you know. Yeah.
CS2 from CGT in Africa. This is to Coach Zwane. Do you feel that your travels, this continental competition, has strengthened you as a unit, considering how tough it's been this season domestically for you guys? And what would it mean to you guys to progress to the final and be a part of, I suppose, South African football history?
Thanks for the question. I think this you know, tournament has tested our boys' character from the beginning, you know. Even at some point we had doubts, you know, because, you know, the results were not forthcoming. But participating and going as far as to the semi-finals, you know, that alone tells you that we are a good team. Because yes, everyone maybe might see differently and say maybe we're, you know, fortunate enough to find ourselves in the situation that we are in right now in the semi-finals. But it might be a fluke to others, but the fact is the boys gave everything. You know, if you've been to Tanzania in Simba, a lot of other things that happened, you know, behind the scenes that tested these boys, and they showed character. They never gave up. You know, they went in there, they gave their all. We might have lost the game, but for the fact that, you know, we had 4 goals, that alone was enough for us to go through. And here we are now again. We are playing against one of the best teams in the continent, I believe. But we still believe that, you know, we'll give our best and make sure that we get the desired results and go to the final.
To the coach and also captain, obviously Wydad is going to come differently from, okay, maybe a similar approach to what they were last week, because they were also at home, but now they're chasing the game. So how does this inform your approach, coach? And maybe if you can delve more in terms of how do you see them setting up tomorrow? And also for Bennett, we know that Wydad is a big team. They were in this last year, but also they were recently crowned as champions, I think, in 20. And for Chiefs, this would be the first final. What would this mean, especially to the majority of some of the guys in the team who were almost coming to the end of their career? I don't know, Coach. I have not heard earlier if maybe you provided in terms of the injury update and who's available and who's not.
Thanks, Mr. Miando. Coach, maybe let's start with you. Just your approach to this game.
Thanks, Mr. Miando, for the question. Look, I think all the players, they know the importance of winning this continental tournament. We wanna be up there with the best in the continent. It's been a while when it comes to participation. Kaizer Chiefs, and at some point people believe that Kaizer Chiefs didn't wanna take part or did not take Champions League serious or Confederation Games serious, but that was not a fact. We were building, sometimes things that don't go your way. It might take a while, but at some point things, even when you are still, in the building process, you still find yourself in a situation that we find ourselves in right now. So, so far so good, to be quite honest. Like I said earlier on, that everyone is positive about this one, and for us it's more of a situation that I can say it's now or never, because you never know what's going to happen. As you know that we finished in 8, so that means next season we don't have the opportunity, to participate again, in this tournament. So we'll give our best and make sure that we come up top and we represent the country again next season. Then coming to the injuries, we don't know at the moment, except for Kama Tumsani. Other players will just assess everybody now when we do the final preparations. And like I said also earlier on, that we're still waiting for the COVID-19 test results. So that also will guide us in terms of who's going to be in the starting 11 or who's not going to be available. Yeah.
Thanks, Coach. Skipper, your thoughts?
Yes, sir, thank you. Wydad is a big team. So is Chiefs. She's also a big team. It's just that they have done well in their domestic league, and we had a little bit of a hiccup here in our league. But we find ourselves, pound for pound facing each other, which is now you're on the Champions League. They beat us. We've beat them twice. So now we're going to face them again, which Coach said, it's very important that we are very aware of the situation, which we are as players. It's just for us to keep our mental levels in terms of our positivity, all our ingredients for us to be in a good state on the day of the match. So, as I said earlier on, we're all happy, and a happy player is a performing player. So it's just for us to be at the right levels at the right time comes kickoff time tomorrow. We're also well aware that it's the same team that we've been facing. The same team that won the league is the same team that we faced last week, and we faced them again. So it's nothing new for us. It's just for us to be on the day better prepared and better and to be better in terms of our execution.
Thanks.
And we'll take the remaining from the platform.
Last week you went and played Wydad away. Obviously beat them, and it's been a while since a South African team beat a North African club. It's announced that they are first. They didn't plan that, especially away. How much of that now coming to tomorrow is that a confidence? You start looking at the fact that at home in the Champions League you have not lost. Does the team believe that they can go all the way? Perhaps even win it.
Yes, thank you, boss. As I said, we were aware that we're in the process of making history, and as you've mentioned as well, that we're the only team that has won in so many years in Casablanca. So it's for us to go on and take it further, and it's right in reach, and we definitely want to stretch our hands out further to grab what we deserve, what we think possibly that we deserve, and for them coming here, we know in as football, we know that they're gonna come out guns blazing in terms of how they did back home when they were at home, throwing numbers forward, putting us under pressure, putting us on the back foot. We have experienced that, and we will face it again at some stage, and I'm sure the guys will be able to handle it well. And we just want to get the result, and that's what football is about. Earlier on, you mentioned stats, things that we read in the online about them, what they say about us. Definitely that will not affect us. We strong here, thanks to the technical department that keeps us focused, it keeps us concentrated on ourselves, and that's what we want to do. We just want to be ourselves at the best we can on the day.
Coach Arthur, I just wanted to find out here, Manyama, you spoke about the injuries of Kamapilea that you're still not sure if they'll take part in this game or not. Just on Manyama, is Manyama fit? And also with the Bruce Boma, he performed well in the first leg in Morocco. Are you going to stick with him also?
Thanks for the question, sir. As I said, at the moment, I think Lebu is one of the players obviously did not travel with us because of a niggling knee injury. So we're hoping that by now we'll be ready. So hoping that he should be ready. We're waiting for him now because he trained in trips and reps. So we're just hoping that maybe he might be available. So like as I said, it might be a case of, he's not ready for this one, but maybe looking forward to, to the final, and then he might be available. And not only him, maybe everybody might be available. But yes, at the moment we don't know, because we're still waiting for the COVID, test results.
Coach, I'm not sure if you picked up my question well earlier. Maybe I must just rephrase it. Just focusing on the opponent, Wydad. What did you pick up about them last week, and how do you think they will be different in terms of emphasizing on tomorrow?
Okay. Thanks, Mr. Miandu. Look, there is no doubt that they're a good team, and we know their strength. I mean, they focus more on taking on the wing play, and they also, have equally good players who can score goals for them. But they also have their own challenges, and that's how we managed to get a goal, because every system's got its, its weaknesses. So if they will throw in numbers, going forward, that means they will have less numbers to defend. So we had planned, for that. And this time there will be no difference because they will still be coming at us. They will come out, guns blazing. They will want to score as early as possible to try and unsettle us. But look, we're ready for that, and we're ready for everything that they will throw at us. So because we know that they are strength, they've got big boys, dead ball situations. They're also, very, very dangerous. So they are just a complete team, to be quite honest. They've got good defenders who can pinpoint their runners, going forward. They've got players also can play, in front, always on the front foot. So, but the more they add numbers, so that means they'll also have less players to defend when they, when they lose the ball. So now it's all up to us as to how we're going to capitalize on that in terms of making sure that we give them something to think about go forward, because there is no way we can just sit back and wait for them to attack us, because we won't be able to score goals. And the only time we can manage to score is when we will also, attack and try, to create a number of chances, to give ourselves a chance as well to increase, the scoreline and be safe at the same time.